conscience, I cannot keep you on the line. So I said, oh yeah? Well, guess what, Tatiana? If you hang up on me, I will kill myself. It will be your fault. Works every time. When Tatiana stopped giving me all that lip, I started telling her about this indie film I saw recently. I don't know if anyone's ever seen this, called Brokeback Mountain. It's the gay cowboy movie. I watched it as a joke, but I was in tears by the end of the film. What a great movie. But it's hard to recommend that movie to my straight friends because they're all like, oh, that's the one with the gay cowboy butt sex. Yes, there is gay sex in Brokeback Mountain. But do you know how boring that movie would be if there was no gay sex whatsoever? Well, it's getting late. I think we should get some shut eye. There's only one tent set up. Are we going to have to share? No, I didn't set up the other one yet. You can take that one. I'll set up this one. Have a good night, man. That's the whole movie, folks. All I'm saying is that a little bit of anal sex makes for some great cinema sometimes. Has anyone ever seen the movie Pulp Fiction? Marcellus Wallace, there you go. Has anyone ever seen Shawshank Redemption? Andy Dufresne and the Sisters, there you go. Has anyone ever seen the movie Forrest Gump? Sorry, I'm thinking of a different movie. I was thinking about Forrest Humps. It's similar. Ginny still gets AIDS by the end of the movie. But how do y'all feel about spoiler alerts? Does that ruin the movie for you, or can you still watch it? Ruins it? Can y'all still watch it after you get a spoiler alert? Or no? Yeah, you can still watch it. I can still watch it. But I'm not the biggest fan of spoiler alerts, But sometimes they're necessary. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of the play Oedipus Rex, but basically it was this play written in ancient Greece by this guy named Sophocles, where it's by this guy named Oedipus who kills his dad, has sex with his mother, and then when he learns that he has sex with his mother, he gouges his eyes out and then wanders around the wilderness, leaving behind several inbred bastard children. So they didn't have spoiler alerts back then, which is a shame because some guy in ancient Greece definitely brought a girl there on a first date to go see Oedipus Rex, right? Just like a night out at the theater, it's supposed to be a good time, except when you're watching this guy just rail his mom on stage. It doesn't give off the best ambiance, So that girl probably by the end was just like, I think I'm gonna get a cherry at home. It's not the best date I've been on. Probably the worst date in history. I don't know about y'all, but my perception of autism has changed drastically in the last 20 years. The first time I ever met someone with autism, I was 5 years old. I'm from New Orleans. My house got destroyed in Katrina, and we were staying with a family friends of ours in Houston, right? And they had this kid who he had autism. His name was Tom. Tom's autism was so severe he could barely say hello, goodbye. It was just a lot of mm-hmm. But what I will say, to Tom's credit, this kid never snitched once in his entire life, even if he wanted to. My brother and I, we were little shits. We were running around their house one day. We knocked over a vase. Tom starts freaking out. Oh, what's wrong, Tom? You want some mac and cheese? It's mom, But in 2024, I've met people who have claimed to have autism, but they're not that different than myself. So it leads me to believe one of two things. Number one, I have autism. Number two, they're lying. But let's play devil's advocate for a moment. Let's say they do have autism, which means I have autism. I don't have movie autism. I don't have Dustin Hoffman autism. I am not the autistic guy in an Ocean's 11 movie. If I'm in any type of heist scenario and I'm supposed to be the autistic guy that helps pull it off, it's not happening. They say, Will, we need you to go to the casino floor, third slot machine to the left, put in the code, set off the alarm. There's way more people here than you originally told me. Also, I can hear the music from here, so by the time I go to the casino floor, it will literally tear my eardrums out. So good luck with the heist. I'm gonna go see if the Lego Museum is still open. Anyways, you guys have been great. My name's Will Height.
Will Height is dressed like Forrest Gump when he got the fishing boat. That shit got way more. Y'all don't got no soul. Hey, we're gonna keep this microphone thing like rolling. Coming next to the stage from Massachusetts, Cole Chauncey.
It is my turn to do comedy. Nobody else's. How are we? Oh, Jesus. How are we? How are we doing? Is it someone's birthday? Is that what I heard? Oh, yeah, I got it on. It's your birthday? Congrats, man. I had a birthday recently, too. I recently turned 23, you know? Yeah, that's about the response it deserves. I mean, 23 is, yeah. No, don't clap now. Don't give me a sympathy clap now. Don't worry. 23 is a shitty fucking age to be. It truly is, because I'm in between being like a full adult, you know? My brain is really fully developed. But I remember being a teenager. So it's a very weird in between being 23. I remember when life used to feel like a video game. That shit was awesome. Because you used to get to unlock stuff. It felt like a literal video game. You get to unlock cool shit. Like 16, you get to drive. You get to unlock the ability to fucking drive. That's going to be 2/3 of your life. 18, you get to vote. And I guess have sex with adults. I like to imagine that bit. Just one really perverted 18-year-old who's like really into 50-year-olds. I'm not legal. You're legal. Nah. I feel that. But I don't know. 21, you get to smoke and drink. I don't get to unlock cool shit anymore. I do get to unlock one more thing though. When I turn 25. Anyone knows what happens when you turn 25? You get to rent a car. Then you die. That's all I have to look forward to unlocking is Enterprise, rent a car, and death. Sometimes I'll do that bit and I'll have an older person raise their hand and they'll be like, yeah, but what about Social Security? I'm like, I'm definitely not seeing fucking Social Security. I'm built like one of those dying bulldogs. Most people aren't seeing Social Security in here. There's a few old, you're seeing it. Lucky bastard. You made it, yeah. It really, anytime an older person brings up Social Security, it feels like an animal on the boat of Noah's Ark, waving to the animals on the ground, being like, I'm sure there's a second boat coming, guys. As the floodwaters come in. I do boat analogies. They're not paying attention. They don't give two fucks. No, I want to try. I'm a short guy, as you can tell. I'm pretty short, which I don't mind. I don't mind being short. The only thing is I'm a short guy with anger problems, and that's a real definite issue because nobody takes someone who looks like me seriously when they're angry. Nobody takes me seriously. I don't know, like when a 6'2" man gets angry, like I'm fucking furious, I can't take it. People go, oh shit, that guy's upset. When I get upset, people go, aw, that hobbit's upset. I'm gonna punt it now. I don't know. I will say that as a bisexual man, the gayest thing you can ask as a short man is to have another grown man reach for something on the top shelf. That shit is humiliating, bro. Right in the throat. Is that your iconic catchphrase? That's my sister. Full House. That seems like a Full House phrase. Like if there was like an 80s comedy like, that's my sister. Lasted like 3 seasons. Yeah. Oh, so much. Oh, I was watching that movie, the Wizard of Oz. You guys know Wizard of Oz, right? You guys big fans of Wizard of Oz? Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I love Wizard of Oz, but here's the thing. It's like the 3 big things that people need in that movie. You know, there's like one needs a heart, the Tin Man needs a heart, Scarecrow needs a brain, Lion needs courage. It feels like one of those 3 things is way easier to obtain than the other 2. You know? Like, I need a brain so I can function and think about life and death. I need a heart to pump all the blood into my organs. Yeah, I need to not have anxiety when I'm out in public. You guys aren't feeling that one? I really thought that one was going to hit. I thought that was going to be a home run with the, you know. You like it? That's awesome. All right. I'm going to go to another mic. Thank you, Mo. This is my last mic here. Unfortunately, I got to move, but you've always been awesome, Mo. Have a good night.
Clap it up for Coach Johnson. Try to invigorate some energy into here because this is feeling like a funeral home right now. God damn, I'm trying to jump into something. Yeah, that's a good one. That's perfect. But like I told you guys earlier, I'm off the market. I get broken up with for the silliest of reasons, man. I've gotten broken up with for the silliest of reasons. You ever got broken up for a dumb reason? I'm not looking at you. No, you never got because it's just so perfect and beautiful. No. But one time, one of my exes broke up with me because she wanted me to wait 90 days. So it's time, and I made it to the finish line. And when it was time to collect my trophy, when it was time to garner my bouquet, she wanted me to use a condom. Ugh. I told her I can't use condoms because it fucks with my pH balance. And by pH, I mean penis hardening. Because I was 43 years old. Condom is like kryptonite. Whenever I put one on, I feel like a Vietnam veteran with both of his arms blown off from a dirty bomb. I can't salute, man. My sex soundtrack is. She gave me the dishonorable discharge. Hey, it's a good thing we broke up. That's a nasty motherfucker. Hey. Nah, I'm just bullshit. I'm just playing, man. Reason why we broke up, she was a younger lady. I'm an older man. And at my age, I don't have the same drive that I had when I was a young, strapping, sperm-filled man such as yourself. When I was in my 20s, my sex drive was like a push-start engine on a 2024 Porsche, 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, beating out the cops, breaking the speed limit, risking life and limb, running red lights. That's sex on a period, Joe. I know you've done it a couple times. You got a few towels that you ruined. I know you have. Now, 45 years old, my sex drive is like the crank start engine on a 1920s Model T box Ford car. 0 to 60, never. Foreplay for me now is like this. Turn the radio. Gotta start this old ass shit again. This is bullshit, man. All right, here we go. He said, "You got me now, yeah, the army. He's the boy, the boy from Company B." That's the soundtrack to my dick. If the ragtime 1940s old school music can't get the white people, nothing's gonna get the white people. This is what the night's gonna be like all night. And with that being said, coming up to the stage, very, very funny. Hopefully you can squeeze something out of you soulless individuals. Hector! Give it up for Mo Green. He's either gay or bi. I don't know. It's fine. We still love him, right? Ever since I met Mo, I got this vibe, you know, he's a good guy, but I got this vibe. He's like a failed porn star. He has like this weird amateur sex tape, a dick pic he doesn't want anybody to know about. Like I said, it's fine. He's probably got a couple. I can't tell. I'm shaped like Homer Simpson, but I look like a Puerto Rican Jew, so it's a little confusing. I'm trying to get past that. You guys, I love animals. Any animal lovers in the house? You guys have pets up in here? Pets? Nice. I love animals. My pets are annoying. I'm from Newbridge. I live here, so naturally my pets are roaches. So I'm just glad to get out of the house, really. I'm tired of being broke. Anyone else tired of being broke? You guys look like you're very wealthy. But my boy right here, you know? I'm tired of being broke. I keep hearing these things about like famous people selling their souls to the devil, the rich and famous people. And I'm like, how do you do that? I've always wanted to sell my soul to the devil. Like I've been looking all over Reddit. There's no instructions. Do you have to sacrifice a family member or slit someone's throat with like the horn of a goat and drink their blood? Like, what are the? I don't know how to do it. I do, and I am interested. I don't need to be rich and famous. Is it as simple as sucking a dick? Because is that the key? Because I don't need to be rich and famous. I just need kind of like Section 8 maybe, an EBT card. I'd be okay with that. You know, I'm a minimalist. I don't need much. I feel like God is messing with me because of how I used to talk to him when I was a kid. I grew up really religious, and I love playing video games. And back in the 90s, early 2000s, there wasn't too much online gameplay, so you had to play by yourself. And I get really frustrated, and he'd be the only person that I could reach out to. So I'd reach out to him whenever I was frustrated trying to play a video game. I'd be like, God, please help me beat this guy. I can't beat this level, I can't beat this boss. I know you're so powerful. I know that anything is possible for you. Please help me beat it. And then I'd lose. I'd be like, fucking piece of shit, you son of a bitch. God damn it. Fuck you. Fucking motherfucker. Fucking bullshit ass shit, man. And then I didn't immediately switch sides and be like, all right, Satan, I know you're just as powerful as God. Just please help me beat this guy. I'll do whatever. I'm not even sorry. You can have my soul. I'll sell you my soul right now. Just please help me beat this guy. And then obviously I lose. I go, fucking goddamn it, you wine loving bisexual, you son of a. That's why you're in hell, you little bitch. Then I go back to God with my tail between my legs. I be like, hey God, it's me again. I'm sorry, I should have said that. I'm just a stupid kid. You know my heart. You know I don't really mean that. Just please help me beat this guy. I'll be a better kid. I promise I won't curse. Just please help me beat him. And I beat the level eventually, and I'm like, let's fucking go! Yes! And then immediately just completely, you get it. Even to this day, I don't know how to pray properly. Nobody ever really taught me. So I like praying to God. I'm still trying to make a connection with him. I'll be in traffic, and I'll try to, pray, but, the traffic gets a little annoying sometimes. So I'll be like, God, thank you so much for such a beautiful day. Just allow me the strength. Get the fuck out the way! Move, bitch! God damn it! Fuck! God, I'm so sorry. I should have said that. But that's probably why God took away my car. I used to have a 2005 Nissan Altima. I had no bumper, one headlight, and the back tires were longer than Jada Pinkett. And I really miss that car. When you're driving around with no bumper, people respect you. That's like walking around with no teeth. It's intimidating. They just move right the hell out of your way. They don't want no smoke. I get to a four-way intersection. Even if I get there last, they flash their lights. They're like, no, you go. No, I'm like, oh, goddamn. I was a little humbling knowing you got a shitty car. Merging on the highway was the best. I'd be flying across lanes, no signal light. They'd be like, whoa, that vehicle looks unregistered, uninsured. They wanted no smoke with me. And I'm Puerto Rican, so the vehicle was unregistered, uninsured. I got no license, so it's probably the best that they just move out of the way.
I'm in a relationship. I've been dating my girlfriend for about 3 years. And the first year we were dating, I didn't buy her anything for her birthday, but I did wine her, I dined her, and I 69'd her. Well, it was her birthday, so I was just really eating her butt. And it was my first time, and I was like a hungry little caterpillar. I had butterflies in my stomach, just ready to build a comfort cocoon. And now, 3 years into the relationship, it's kind of like expected, And after all that abuse, I don't feel the same way. I feel like the human centipede. It's left a bad taste in my mouth, and I don't want to do it anymore. And my girlfriend offered to do it to me one time. She's like, "Oh, why don't I, And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. No, thank you." And she was a little aggressive with it. She was like, "Why won't you let me go down there? Why won't you let me experiment? What are you, gay? Did you get molested or something?" And I'm like, "Jesus Christ." I'm like, "No, I just have diarrhea every day. I don't just down there. I gotta kiss you in the mouth? No, it's disgusting." And by the way, if they do that to you, you're either gay or bi now. You're no longer a straight man. If someone plays with your butt, you like it. I'm talking to you, Kevin. So, they say you are what you eat. And if that statement's true, I'm not just a pussy, I'm an asshole. That's all I got. Have a good night.
Clap up answer, clap up answer. We're gonna keep this mic train rolling, coming at the stage from Massachusetts, Hurlet Dino.
Keep going, come on, everybody. Keep it going, please. I mean it. She doesn't care. Okay. No, I'm just looking at Brown. Also, keep it going for heck, you guys. I think he told you way too much information, way more than I think you wanted to know, about himself. It's like, it's so funny that like you're like, oh, you guys, you must be rich. They're just white. And here's the thing, they're New Britain white. So it's, I don't know, we're all in the same bar. We're all here together. So honestly, thank you for being here. Whose birthday is it? Oh, hell yeah. The guy who just like covered his face and like, please don't talk to me. All right, listen, I'll just do happy birthday. I'm very happy with it. So keep it up. 60? Really? How about that? Yeah, you look 60. You look it. I wanted to say something nice and clever, but I just said the truth. I think that's just looking at this. All right, I'm sorry. Just out of curiosity, do we have any bad bitches in here? Anybody, any bad bitches? No? Hey, I'm just asking. Okay, this is good. No. Are you just pointing to a bad woman? Like, she's not raising her hand. All right, just calm down. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm single now, and like in trying to like find like a partner where like I've realized I am sick and tired of pretending that I like bad bitches. I'm a good boy. You know what I mean? Like, and I put emphasis on boy. Right, like I'm not a man. I like listening, like on my free time, I like listening to breakup songs and drinking non-alcoholic wine. All right, that's not a masculine thing. You know what I mean? And like, there's no part of me that's like a thug. You know what I mean? Like if I put on a ski mask, it's not called a shiesty. You know what I mean? If I put on a mask, I don't look hard. I look like fucking mushmouth from Fat Albert. You know what I mean? Have you guys watched that? All right, I knew that was good. Okay, I'll try that in Springfield. I think they'll get it. But where was I going with that? So yeah, the thing with that is, I feel like I could never date one because I'd have to lie so much. You know, like imagine a guy who's just telling me like, oh, you can't handle this. You can't handle all this woman. And imagine me lying, being like, of course I can. No, I can't. She frightens me. Alright? She fucking like, and I can't be attracted to somebody who also scares me. You know? It's like you seeing the girl from The Ring crawl out from the TV and you being like, I think she wants it. And I think I gotta give it to her. No. That bitch is scary. Get her away from me. All right? No? All right. We're just gonna. No, here's the thing. Right. I do think this is fun. And we're gonna keep talking about it. Even though I don't think any of you want to hear about it. I don't know. Honestly, we'll fucking move on. I don't. Yeah, I want to make you happy. And we're trying everything in the book, all right? Here's the thing, right? I think a better way of saying it is that it's not that I don't like it's like I don't want a strong, independent woman. I want a very weak, dependent woman. Not because I'm toxic. It's just so that like when she complains to me about like, oh, I feel so powerless in a world made for men, I can be like, preach this. Tell me about it. Like I can relate to somebody. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, dude, you're a little bitch too. On your 60th birthday, we can relate. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you were listening. I don't think anyone was listening. Jesus Christ. But here's the thing. I do want weak and dependent. That's why I love grandmas. All right. Any grandmas in here? No. Okay. Okay. I don't think you're gonna like this. Because here's the thing. I love a grandma. You know. I love it. They're just wise and shit. You know what I mean? Like I love seeing an older woman with like the fat underneath her arm, telling me about ways of the world. You know what I mean? That's awesome, right? But the thing is, I'm still pretty picky. You're just pointing to people now? Like Oh, you are a grandma? Okay, yeah. You didn't have to participate, and I shouldn't have pointed that out. I feel like I'm just annoying all of you. Are any of you actually going to come up, or are you just like here to? Oh, you are. Wow. Why? Do you have hope? That's your birthday present. Whose gift? What bad friend is giving that to you? Is he your brother or who is it?
Whatever you want to call
Excommunicate him from the family, all right? I don't know if you can tell, but it's panic, all right? This isn't fun. I'm gonna go in my car later and cry. Do you want that on your 60th birthday? You're 5 years away from retiring, all right? Just get him fucked up, please. Please, get him a hooker. I'll pay for it. What? You're already retarded? Hey, man, don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself. I'm on your side. If she's on your side, you found a good woman. All right, this is... Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. How much time do I have left? 2 minutes. Christ. This is not the feeling I want for you on your birthday. Oh my God. No. It's fun for you to watch me panic and cry. Oh my God. Did you guys get him a cake or anything? This is it? No. This is crazy. No. Get him something. Get him a Keno card or something. Fuck it. This is crazy. Holy shit. Does he need cake? Why do we keep making fun of him? Don't say that about him. That's a nice shirt, and you don't look great. All right. I don't like this anymore. This is weird, man. That's crazy. What was that? Yes. You're. Yeah. This is a memorable comedy experience. I'll say that for sure, man. My man, what do you do for a living, by the way? You're a chef?
Uncle Pillsbury.
Uncle. All right. Yeah, I get it, bro.
Oh my God, child. 5 years old. Uncle Pillsbury. That's me.
I didn't understand a word he said. I guess you are retarded. All right. that's all I'm going to leave with. Guys, really thank you guys so much for being here. Happy birthday, my man. Have a great night, everybody.
Clap it up for Carl Herman Finally woke up the people. So all you need to be is gender ambiguous. under 30, handsome, tall, and probably gay, and then these people like you, man. So, you see how I just bombed in, getting fucked, just because, fat and bald, like anything this man is not. So I would never be able to connect with you individuals like him. Ever. That's a lot of pressure, man. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure, man. Where you guys from? Where you from? I heard somebody Florida? New Britain? Wait, one at a time. All talking at the same time. Sound like the daughters in the show Evil. If you ever watched it, they all talk at the same time. So you said New Britain, Florida. Who Florida? Florida? Who else? I was born in Florida. Quincy, California. And y'all all flew here for this individual? That is fucking fantastic. For the 60th, man. You came into the Britain. No hoes. There's no women's, you know what I mean? And his head is nodding. You sure you're going to be able to make it? Because you've been nodding off like Joe Biden at a press conference. You just. This is my turn to go. This is my turn. That's our leader. Listen here, Putin. If you try anything with the Ukrainians, I'm gonna push he's gonna be the first president in history. You gotta help him push the button. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold the president's hand. Okay, this is World War III. All somebody has to do is say no. There's no World War III because he does not have the physical strength to push it. This is. I just want. Come back to the stage, very, very funny, good friend of mine, Chad Lily.
Mo Green, everybody. Make some noise for the host. Yes. Mo Green is off the market. That explains why he's not responding to any of my advances. 5 months over, it doesn't stop me, goddammit. All right, I'm going to do some material. I'm going to try and jerk this crowd off a little bit, I guess. This one group table. Summer's back. It's good weather, right? Like the weather, summertime. I keep seeing all these nice cars, convertibles, sports cars and shit. And I always see, like, other people see them and they're like, damn, dude, that's such a nice car. Like, it must be so fast. I get so much pussy in that thing. Probably drives great. I see a nice car. I don't think about that. My first thought is how exhilarating it must be to go like 100 on the highway and start sending texts after a couple cocktails, you know. That's what that car is for. You're in a sports car, you might as well be racing the cops, no? God damn. All right, I know. Drinking and driving, it's an issue. People don't like to talk about it. I don't think drinking and driving is a big deal as long as you don't remember doing it in the morning, to be honest. Then it's kind of just like, boom, A to B, teleport. It's not that big of a deal. I know it's bad, you shouldn't drink and drive. And if I get pulled over, I'm fucked. Absolutely fucked. It doesn't matter the amount of alcohol I drink, it's really just a cop. Because police, they make me nervous. Cops, I get nervous around them. I know what it is, though. I know exactly what makes me nervous. 50% of it's the gun. The other 50% is the voice in my head saying, go for the gun, go for the gun, go for the gun. They don't like that, you know? I don't know. It is getting nice out. I do like the weather. My favorite thing is I get to hang out in my backyard again. Because like that's all the peace and quiet I can get in my property. I live with my parents still, 2 Italians. My mom does her favorite thing every day, which is funk music and then argue with my dad. Which like it's not easy for me to try and chill peace and quiet with 2 Italians yelling over Casey and the Sunshine Band. It doesn't work. It's not a good combo. So I have to go out in the backyard just to like anything that doesn't involve other people. I gotta sit in my own backyard. I don't mind it. My neighbors are never out there, so that I never have to see them. The one time I did see my neighbor out in his backyard, though, he was jerking off back there. Yeah, shocking. And like I understand, he kind of freaked out once he saw that I was watching him. So I tried to make him feel better. I was like, dude, I won't tell you though. It's fine. We're good. It's called a jackyard back off. That's what that is. It's good. It's a shame. I have to jerk off in the backyard. The front yard is getting weird, you know. Neighbors have kids now. I can't be doing that. You guys even know what OnlyFans is? You guys know what OnlyFans is? OnlyFans? Of course you do. Of course the one young guy knows OnlyFans. Okay, well, OnlyFans is you sign up and just watch people make sexual content, right? That's all it is. And I was in an Xbox party with my friends, and we were talking about OnlyFans, because that's what guys that don't get pussy talk about a lot. And I just mentioned, I saw a story where this girl on OnlyFans said she made $70,000 in one session, just fucking flicking the beam. She was just, one time, she fucking went at it, $70,000. That's good money, right? I got that one douchebag friend in the party that's like, yeah, after taxes though. She's not taking 70K home. She might get like what, 55,000? And this is her best day ever. What's a normal day? 20,000? This isn't adding up.
It was short change.
If I got $20,000 every time I jerked off, I wouldn't be out here right now. You guys wouldn't see me. All the videos you would get would be of me in my backyard trying to wave my neighbor off. I don't know. OnlyFans is something. It's a good thing. All right. Fuck that. Fuck. Oh, all right. So Mo already talked about the debate a little bit. That was kind of sad, right? The debate. We got what, an 81-year-old versus a 77-year-old. Two clinically elderly people going at it. How come everybody in politics is like breaking on 100 years old? Just quit, retire. Everybody. It's not even just the president. Like, remember when Mitch McConnell was just like stalling out? You guys remember he would just stop mid-sentence? Like the last time that happened, they actually asked him, hey man, you thinking about running for president? And he was like, Till one of his handlers finally came over and was like, all right guys, next question. And speak up this time. Like that was what they even saw that was the problem. So they weren't loud enough. I thought the debate was bullshit, dude. Who, obviously it was just gonna be what happened. I think if we want to get a real debate, let's get fucking Don Jr. versus Hunter Biden. Don Jr. can do all the cocaine he wants, and Hunter Biden can grind it into crack and smoke it. And then they go at it. I don't care if they debate, fight. It doesn't matter. That would be something that I would watch on live TV. And then if one of them dies, I mean, kind of makes more sense. I don't know. At this point, like I don't vote really, but if I could vote, it would be RFK, right? You guys, we got get a Kennedy in there, please. I just want to see how they're going to deal with it. He's a Kennedy, right? I mean, but look what happened to JFK. He didn't bounce back from that. Actually, he kind of did. Initially, it was the first thing he did was bounce back from that. All right, who are 60th birthday, right?
Yeah.
Yes? Might be the last. You look like you're struggling for air. You don't look good right now. You look like you're not going to make it. I love how you guys are like, yo, it's his 60th birthday. Let's get him hammered and tell jokes. California's like, I'll get a flight and see that. Fuck yeah. Oh, I absolutely cross the country to see that shit. All right, so you guys are, this is not an easy thing for me to do. It's always young people. You guys like Van Halen? You guys fans of Van Halen? You like it? David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar? Both? David Lee Roth, right? Right. David Lee Roth was the man. He was the great, he had all the ad-libs and shit. Did you know that David Lee Roth was an EMT in New York City for a couple years? Can you imagine having a heart attack and David Lee Roth comes up and he's like, wow, man, like, just doing David Lee Roth. He's like, we gotta stop the bleeding. Doing ad-libs for people. One Narcan coming up. Doing a fucking jujitsu baton thing as he walks out the door with a stretcher. I don't know. David Lee Roth is funny. Where else am I going with this? All right, we'll get down to. We got a free country here. I can tell you guys, I know that freedom's coming back. Did you guys see the video of the dude at the gas pump jerking off with the pump up his ass? That screams freedom to me. Oh, no other country could you do that. I don't know, maybe it wasn't just jerking off. I think maybe he just saw like 360 at the pump. And he was like, $3.60 a gallon? I'm taking some of this home with me. We should start jerking off so it doesn't look weird. That's America to me, baby. All right, you guys have a great night. Happy birthday, buddy.
Can I have a jam? And we're going to keep this microphone thing rolling. We got a treat, a drop-in one of the funniest comedians on the East Coast. Clap it up for the comedy stylist of JT. Whoa! Please clap it up for your host, Mo Green. Clap it up for Mo Green. Yeah, so what's going on, good brother? Who birthday? Your birthday? Who
Happy
birthday?
ending.
Huh?
Happy ending.
Oh, not for me. Not for me. Not for happy. It's your birthday?
He's got no lips.
Listen, Pride Month was last month. Pride Month was last month. So.
I'm real tired.
It's your birthday though? Happy birthday, man. Happy. It's at 60th?
You got it.
Okay, still tender, man. Thank y'all for sticking around for the comedy night in this pizzeria. This is my favorite pizzeria to tell jokes at. I don't go to no other pizzerias to tell jokes, man. I'm telling everybody too, it's sold out in here. This shit is sold out. You recording me, man? You know what? I'm actually somebody. Don't let people know I'm here. No, exactly. You turn that shit off. Oh, you saw me at the footy ball? Yeah, so that's why you should put the cameras away because they're gonna stop calling me when they find out about the pizzeria for free. So crazy, man. I'm not really a comedian, y'all. I've been married for 10 years. I just want to get out the house. So this volunteer work. But me and my wife just got back from Italy to celebrate our 10 years of marriage. We just got back from Italy. Anybody else here been to Italy? You been to Italy? Which part?
On the Adriatic side.
Okay, so we landed in Rome. Landed in Rome, went south to Amalfi Coast, came back up to Rome, did Florence, and ended in Venice. We landed in Rome, it was the hottest fucking day of the summer. It was 103 degrees. I don't even know how to swim. I had to get into the pool for survival. That's how hot it was. And I was at the hotel, right? Put the hotel robe on. I'm walking alongside the pool. I see the number 3. I go, this is my spot. I could jump in right here. I'm 5 feet 9 inches. Jump right in, almost lost my fucking life, guys. Forgot we was in Italy. That 3 was in feet, it was meters. You know how stupid you gotta be to almost lose your life to the metric system? Shit was fucked up, man. But I'm trying to make it to 60. We survived the pandemic, which is dope. And if you're from around here, a couple months ago, we just survived the earthquake. And I'm happy we survived the pandemic because I was in the house so long during the pandemic that I ran out of porn to watch. So I started writing the scripts. And only writing interracial porn. Because I couldn't think of no better way with all the division in this country for all of us to come together. This is the first porn I wrote. Let me know if you'll watch this. First porn I wrote. Big Booty Karen interrupts Black Lives Matter meeting. Would y'all watch that? Big Booty Karen interrupts Black Lives Matter meeting. What? What is all this no justice, no peace? Oh shit, fellas. Karen came to the wrong spot. This is the second one I wrote. Let me know if you watch this. Double D Keisha with the BBL storms and torch at the Capitol. Would y'all watch that?
Another one of his favorites.
Exactly. What's going on here? Why are you guys destroying government property? Look at here, boy. Look like Keisha that came to the wrong damn spot. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? The beat was different because sometimes white people yell beat. What you say, sir? You said no, son.
I said it costs too much money to rent.
To rent?
The movie.
Nah, listen, for the simple price of $5.99.
I know.
No, just the $5.99. I'm glad you're here though, man. I'm trying to make the 60, man. Trying to make the 60.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna leave y'all with one more if I can think of it. Like I said, this is my favorite pizzeria. They tell jokes at. I'm gonna shoot my special here. We sell out. You gotta pay for the cheese pizza, but we put the pepperonis on for free. Shit crazy, man. The pandemic was dangerous, man.
Oh, I can't go there.
I saw some of y'all during the pandemic. We was in Stop and Shop looking a little retarded. I seen y'all following these dumbass arrows. Didn't nobody take the pandemic more serious than white people. I went up the wrong aisle. White dude lost his fucking mind. Dude, are you serious? You gonna get us all killed, super spreader? And being called a super spreader during the pandemic was like being called a rapist. Or keep your fucking voice down. I ain't no super spreader. Let me give y'all one more. and it's sold out pizzeria. I don't give a fuck, it's sold out. Whoever put the tables and chairs miscounted. I'm telling all my friends, this shit sold out. Like JT was in a pizzeria, but it was sold the fuck out. You know, man. Y'all watch the last debate? Y'all watch the presidential debate? That shit was crazy, bro. Everything is ended. The NBA season just ended. Hockey season just ended. And come November, democracy ended. So we just outside fucked up. And I watched the presidential debate, and then I'm not gonna tell you who I was voting for, but I will tell you who I'm voting for was getting his ass whipped. They asked him a question. He was like, I was like, come on, get it together. What? Come on, Joe. Come on, what the fuck? And then they went to Trump. It was like Trump responded to what he said. Trump said, I don't know what he said. I don't think he knows what he said. I said, this motherfucker's good. I might vote for him just because he's funny. And you can learn from everybody. You can learn from a kid, a homeless person, anybody. I learned from the 45th President of the United States of America. My wife came to me with my cell phone in her hand. She's like, I gave this beautiful baby boy. You got a nerve to cheat on me, have sex with another woman? And I looked at the video and the picture, it was really me with another woman. And I thought, what will my president do right now? How will he get out of this? I looked at the phone, looked at my wife, looked at the phone, and said, this shit is fake news, and I walked off. Fake news. Y'all been a great crowd. Get back to your smoke. Clap it up for Chintzy. Clap it up. And we're going to keep this thing rolling, man. We got another treat, man, all the way from Boston. Mo Musa.
Hey, give it up to Mo. I got a Canadian friend who was accused of sexual assault. I thought he was innocent until that nigga annoyed me. Now he's a rapist. And now you're grown. I didn't even say the word rape yet. I did. I said sexual assault. Fuck. Trying to clean that shit up. How we doing, everybody? Oh man, it's cocked over here, 60. Oh man, it's fucked up. Good for you, man. That's what you gotta do at 60. You just gotta get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get fucked up because in 17 years, you gotta be asleep like Biden. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get fucked up now while you can. Don't cross your arms. I said that respectfully. JT was talking about the debates. Lit. I had a good time. I didn't watch it, but I read the comments. You know what I'm saying? YouTube was having fun with it. Now I'm kidding. I watched it with my dad. My dad's 77. I was watching with my dad who's 77. I was like, yo, Dad, if you die before Biden, you're a bitch. It was so much fun watching it with him because he was falling asleep the same time as Biden. He was just nodding off like a dude doing heroin. So I was like, oh, finally, he's asleep. So I went to the bathroom at the same time as Hunter and smoked some crack. You know what I'm saying? So about some people got there down there. I never got to smoke crack in his house before. Crack is lit. People will say it's a bad drug. It is. I know 7 crackheads. All of them, no teeth. Do you know how good a drug gotta be for someone to say, yo, fuck eating? That's impressive. That's a great drug. It's like cocaine on steroids. This shit is lit. All right, I'm being very honest with you. This older gentleman, he was large. All right, big. This is crazy. I was walking. You know what this guy said to me? He said, "Good afternoon, beloved." He covered her goddamn ears. Yeah, it was bad. I bought a rape whistle right last night I dropped this chick off. He was doing another open mic. I gave her a ride home. And you know, we didn't have sex. I'm so glad she didn't make a move on me. You know, because as a guy, I'm like, I hope she doesn't make a move on me. Now, she wasn't ugly or anything, but it's just like, I'm not in the mood to have sex, but I can't say no to pussy. You know? Don't relate to that. What I'm trying to say is I didn't want to, but if she offered, I would have to, so I didn't regret it later. That's how we, I had to break up with my girlfriend recently. She died. And I ain't trying to be a clingy type of thing. Yeah, whatever. I ain't trying to fucking love her so much. I'm a narcolepsy type of guy. Is that the fucking necrophilia? I think is the term. I don't know. I just thought of it in the back. All right, these ain't all bangers. I was like, oh shit. All right, someone offered me roofies recently. I bought them. It was a good deal. I used them. You gotta have that thing ready. You know what I mean? Because I was at a bar, this dude was telling me a story. I said, that's crazy 4 times. He wouldn't stop. I was in a corner. I saw his drink. I roofied him. Never heard from him. Y'all don't read this at all. Y'all thought I was getting dark, huh? Nope, not me. I don't like my chicks asleep. I like them awake. My roommate was a pedophile, which is not cool. It's not the best thing to be. I'll be honest with y'all, I should have seen that shit coming. Because he was white and weird. I'm not saying all white and weird guys are pedophiles, but fucking all pedophiles are white and weird. Even the black ones. Even the black ones, like Drake. I'll be grand. Yeah, we all hip to the rap beef, Kendrick first drink. That was hilarious. Oh man. God damn. Well, thank God I'm black and weird. I'm blessed. Because when you're white and weird, you like kids. When you're black and weird, you like anime. Bro, Netflix and chill? Nah, I'm trying to Naruto it up, baby. That's what I'm trying to do. 2 weeks ago at a show, dude comes up to me. He's a young black dude like me. He was like, hey man, I love Shadow the Hedgehog. He took out his phone and his case was a picture of Shadow the Hedgehog. I was like, I hate to break it to you, my brother, but you got autism. And I was like, yo, there's this anime called Demon Slayer. This guy slays demons on a train. You should check it out. There's 101 episodes. You have so many things to count. Dylan was the pattern. What was my roommate's name? I remember before he got caught, he knew he was going to jail. And he was like, no, I went on a date. I'm about to go to jail. I was like, that's not how dates work. I've never been on a date that bad. That's not how it fucking, I've never been on, she's never been like, an ick doesn't turn into a sentence. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, man, she was 14. And I was like, oh, you're not going to be able to pay rent, huh? All right. He wasn't my worst roommate. I lived with my ex-girlfriend for years, She was cool, but you don't want to live with a girl if you're lazy. You know what I'm saying? Because we got in bad arguments. I was like, maybe it's time to break up. But I saw that dresser and I was like, maybe it's time to not. You know what I'm saying? This is bad, but this isn't pick up a fucking dresser bad. I got backhanded. I'm not a pussy. I can handle that. That's hard labor. I can handle a soft abuse. I'm not a bitch. You know what I'm saying? During our breakup, found out she was an Indian giver. On my birthday, she got me a Nintendo Switch. When we broke up, she wanted it back. You ever have someone want an item back that they bought you? It's not lit. It's like, hey, you don't get to fuck Evan and take Mario Kart. Any of you have sleep paralysis? Is this a family, by the way, or is this, what's the vibes here? Family? Which one's the mom? Mom? Daughter?
There's a couple moms. Sister?
I saw you two holding hands. Is this like a thing? Oh, I was like, okay, that's lit. Oh, okay, cool. I was like, oh shit. I gotta go lie. I was like, this is kind of weird. The boys getting hauled up from here. What's going on with these weird white ladies? I'm like, this guy's nodding off. He's like, I almost died because I found out my family was fucking each other. It's been a rough 12 years for me. I got cancer because my mom's a whore. It's bad. I'm kidding. I should laugh at that. And then this is, she doesn't want to be here anymore, I can tell. But that's just a great family member. Life must have been cool. When did you grow up? Like the 80s? 90s? Dog, I mean, people say I look like Chris Rock. That's not that cool. But you look like Mick Jagger. That's fucking cool. That's good. Imagine that. If you grew up today, you'd be a nice C-Day. You know what I'm saying? Fucking be able to fuck anybody in the gender neutral bathroom. You know what I mean? The pussy and dick would be in danger. She's fucking everything. She's collecting organs like a Pokemon trainer. She don't give a fuck. She'll take the dick and sell it on the black web or dark web. I apologize. She's having a good time, I think. Oh, man. Yes, sir. You gotta have fun. You got 2 weeks left, my nigga. You gotta do whatever you can right now. This guy is so close to death, he became friends with a nice black woman behind him, man. I never tried this before. I'm gonna really reach across the aisle here. He was like, fuck it, I like your mom. I'll be friends with her. I like how you have a collection of random like 70s icons. Look at Bill Walton back from the day. It's insane. Nigga just died and he's back already. God was like, you can come back but you lose a foot. Still a giant. These two guys, there's distance because I feel like these guys, they're not gay, but they might have fucked one of your ex-girlfriends back in the day. You know what I mean? They didn't fuck the wife, but in the fucking 1975s, you found a pen, you found a note that was a little too close to home. You never trust a guy that's 57 in miraculous shape. That guy's still fucking. He's in better shape than me. He's cheating, raping, all of the above. It doesn't matter. He's got Gulf Warrior money. He got away with it. That guy's doing so good. He saw Trump and Biden and said, nigga, who cares? And he did use the N-word too. Not with a bit of swag, not with the R with an A. Like, hey, I'm friends with that woman in the back. I can say it. Fucking. Honestly, the bartender looks like he fits in with you niggas right now. It's beautiful. You better fucking tip Lenny for my cement right now. He didn't hear it. He don't care. That's my nigga. God damn. All right, that's all my time, everybody. Who's voted funniest comedian in New England in 2021? Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Yeah. Yo, when they kill, I don't gotta do shit. Coming next to the stage, Kevin. Don't
That's what you call a hard follow.
How you guys? You're having fun, man. You guys, dude. You guys look like you want to hang out on a boat, but hang out outside of an outground pool. That's the only one I got. Mo had a lot more. Mo had so many more than I had. What do you guys do for work? So what do you guys do? You guys just like get one of your friends drunk. You're like, let's see what he wants to do tonight, and then you follow him there. All family? You guys, where do you guys live? All retired. Where do you all live in Connecticut still, obviously? LA? What are you doing here? For like the 4th of July, just doing family. I like your guys' family, man. Can I join? My family sucks. I'm tired of my family. I live with my mom, though. So I like her, but she lives with her new boyfriend. Ugh. He sucks. He sucks. And I know I sound like, obviously he sucks for me, but he does suck. You know what I mean? He doesn't have kids. He can't even have kids. Even God was like, yo, you suck. Don't do that. Repeat this. All right, it's too much. Let's work on some of my new jokes. See what's going on. You guys want to know something about me? Believe it or not, I was in the military for 8 years. Yeah. I was on an aircraft carrier. Yeah, it was just cool. It kind of sucked, but it was cool because there's a lot of women on an aircraft carrier. Yeah, now, yeah. Now, were you in the Navy? You were just fucking, yeah, it's all dude fucking back in my day. But yeah, so I was on an aircraft carrier. I was honorably discharged before being honorably discharged. I got a blowjob on Lookout Watch. I'm just kidding. I was actually jerking off on Lookout Watch. It's crazy, man. I never saw combat, but you know what I mean? Like, there was a time, like, one morning when we found out that we were, like, being closely followed by, like, a bunch of Russian submarines. And it's like, they're like, how do you have PTSD, kid, if you never saw any combat? Well, the other day, there was Russian submarines trapped off of the coast of Florida. I couldn't stop jerking off. It's the worst kind of PTSD ever. I'm actually joking. But like I never saw combat, but I do have like a PTSD. You know, it's like a different kind of PTSD. I was on an aircraft carrier. We were being followed by like a fleet of Russian submarines. So they had to call out like a fleet admiral to come out to manage the situation on our boat. He was flying out to our boat. So like before he got there, I had to like make sure that the floor was like super clean. So like I stayed up until like 2 a.m. and I scrubbed and I washed and I buffered and I shined the heck out of that floor. And then my supervisor came, he was like, you're a piece of shit. I can't see my reflection in that floor. So I was like, all right, I'm staying up until 6 a.m. and I work and I work and I shine and I shine. And you can see my fucking reflection in that fucking ground. And so like now it's like if shit hits the fan, my floors are gonna be clean as fuck. Those are the new jokes I'm working on. You guys know how like sayings, there's like sayings and like there's common sayings, you know? And sometimes you can say it one way and it means like the same thing, even if you say it a different way. Like you be talking to a friend, he goes into some like emotional stuff, like that's deep. Like, or you could say you're jumping into a very large hole at the bottom, very far away. That means the same thing. You know what saying I like? I like the saying, the plot thickens. You know, the plot thickens, because like that's a common saying. But people have been plotting forever. People have been plotting for so long. People have been reading plots, watching plots, being a part of plots, you know? So like people are like probably saying like, hey, like I can see that this plot is now thick. And then like maybe another guy was like, no, it looks wide to me. And then they watched some more plots and they were like, you know what? It does seem to be actually getting wider. So the plot thickens. I do drugs sometimes. And one time, I fuck around with cocaine every now and again, you know. I was at a bar, and I knew Gary. And Gary had drugs. So I went up to Gary and I was like, yo, Gary, do you have any yaya? And Gary was like, yeah, pop, pop, pop. Got a little bit of yayo, went to the bathroom, did a little line. Came back out to the bar, like, what the fuck, Gary? What kind of cocaine is that? And he was like, oh, my bad. I thought you said you want K, yo. So I went to the bathroom and did a big line of ketamine. And Gary's like, Kevin, that's not how you do ketamine. And I'm like, I know, Gary. I thought it was cocaine. And he was like, my bad. Here's a lot of ketamine. How you do ketamine is, this is what he told me. He said, you go home, you do a line the size of a pen, and put on some music. So I said, okay, Gary, I'll go do that. So I went home, I did a line of ketamine the size of a pen. It turned into a time traveling sofa. Just like, where the hell? Like, damn, DMX is a crazy soundtrack for an out-of-body experience. All right, guys, you guys are awesome. Have a good night.
Clap it up for Patrick McKinstry. No, I mean, clap it up for Kevin Doty. That's what I meant to say. See, that's the next comment that's coming up. I fucked up and said his name too early. But my edible is kicking in overload right now, so my tongue is kind of fucked up. And messed up. I want to say one quick thing before Pat gets it real quick. Can we agree that terrorists are weirdos? Can we agree that terrorists, you gotta be a strange individual to blow up a bunch of innocent folks based on a religious belief you can't prove, and your main hope is to get pussy in the afterlife? That's some weird, that's some desperate shit, want some dead pussy. If you get real pussy, you don't worry about no dead pussy. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is, if there was an orgy before 9/11, both of those towers would still be standing. You ever notice, whenever you see a yearbook picture of a terrorist, they always have a look on their face like they just got caught masturbating in a public library? Face was a cry for help. They just need a little bit of loving. I learned this word incel, right? That means involuntarily celibate, like most of these comedians that you saw. That means they're too weird to get pussy, so they get all this built up testosterone and they blow people up, because nobody want to blow up their balls, man. But I got a way we can rectify the situation. I got a quick solution, man. It's hard for me to say this, but some of you ladies have to swallow your pride and start having random sex with weird-looking strangers. You might save a couple of lives, is all I'm saying. You know? I see the matriarch of the family. She's shaking her head at me. Every time I say this, I lose the ladies in the room. I can hear the coochies collectively closing. I can never sleep with a stranger. That is beneath me. Bullshit. Some of you women have had sex with strangers during the college years when it wasn't legal to get free drinks. You won't have sex with a stranger as a potential terrorist to stop acts of terrorism? Y'all some selfish bitches. If I had a pussy, I would be a hero. They would call me Mo, heroin. I would be saving the earth one dick at a time. And I know that sounds kind of gay, but if I gotta get mad to save some American citizens, you get different war medals if you're a war hero, Blondie. Purple Heart, Silver Star. If you see a person that may be a terrorist tonight, have sex with them, and stop the act of terrorism, you get the Crimson Cut. Platinum pussy lips on the Olympic ribbon. Yeah, I was talking about 72 virgins, right? That's like, imagine 72 virgins. What the fuck did they get this number from? Because I never slept with a virgin. But I can imagine that shit is extremely annoying. It's like, ouch, it's my first time, slow down. Ouch, it's my first time, slow down. You gotta deal with this shit for eternity. 3 women an hour for 24 hours of all time? Fuck 72 virgins. Just give me like 5 holes, I'm good, man. 5 holes in a gas station by Viagra will do the trick. And they be shooting up all kinds of shit. These terrorists, they blow up all kinds of shit. They shot up a country concert. They shot up a techno club. They even blew up an Ariana Grande concert. And it made me realize one important thing. You can actually lose your life if you're a fan of shitty music. Step up and taste your tunes, man, Christian. I can't see the blood of the Doobie Brothers. Them motherfuckers is legends. We took your son, we'll take you along the road. Oh, now the music was so good, I was going to blood, play something like that, just dance with my machine gun. Sentimental food, us, now, why does my terrorist sound Jamaican, man? You know what I'm saying? Since when does Saddam Hussein become Hussein Bolt? Hey, with that being said, coming next to the stage, I see this cat in a minute, but he's been doing his thing. Very, very funny. We go way back. Clap it up for the skeleton. Patrick McKinstry.
Oh yeah, thanks. Thank you. Happy to be here. Inside of this looks like a toaster oven. That's cool. Looks like we're all about to be cooked. That's nice. More TVs. What are we, the Batman attic? I don't know, you guys. What are we doing here? Happy to be here. Hey, I blew a stop sign on the way here. I mean, technically he was a crossing guard. But boy, would he not yield. Let me tell you, he was a tough guy to crack. Are you coming or going, I would say. All right, you guys, calm down. Still got a ticket for that, though. You can't do that in a school zone, believe it or not. Even in your own vehicle. It was my vehicle, my property. So what if it's in the back of the truck? Why call it a bed if I can't have sex in it, right? That's crazy. Cops show up, oh, you need more handcuffs. It's ridiculous. Not a fan of that. Someone suggested to me the other day that it looked like if all 4 human members of Scooby-Doo had an orgy in the back of the van, so that's what I would look like. Which is, oh, thanks for blinding me a little bit. I was avoiding the spotlight. Let me just fucking blind this guy down. No, it's cool. No one's filming me. No one needs to see who I am. It's all right. But yeah, someone said that to me, which is pretty, it's actually kind of true because I was actually born in the back of a van surrounded by hippies. So it's pretty similar. The only difference is I don't know who my mom is. So kind of like the Scooby Gang, I'm running around ripping off massive goons and goblins. Like, Mom, is that you? You know, so one day. So far, it's just been Mr. Jenkins every time. That guy just wants to roller coaster. He just wants a theme park. I know, you keep doing it. It wasn't nearly this time. He turned it toward me, and I was like, oh, great. I'm dying, I guess. I don't know. Anyone else grow up with Scooby-Doo? You guys kind of look like the Scooby-Doo gang all grown up. You guys Shaggy, Dom, Daphne. Yeah. Scooby's dead because dogs don't get that long. But now your whole life is just chasing after the one ghost of your dog. Trying to live your own last day with it. That got sidetracked. Sorry. But yeah, have you guys seen Scooby-Doo? I'll go back to that. You guys seen it? Oh yeah, I grew up watching it, but I didn't have glasses for the first half of my life until I was like my teens. Growing up with Scooby-Doo, once I got glasses, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna drop these things all the time now. Anyone else? Anyone else scared? They're just constantly gonna drop these things? Never happened to me, fortunately. I wasn't being chased by monsters, so that's good. Good time. Smartest character on the show, that glasses chick. Never once considered contacts, chain. She's just like, I'm about to just get down for these monsters. Every time just be vulnerable and shout about it. Ridiculous. What? Selma? I don't think that was her name. I don't think that's a name, but that's a combination of names. Selma? Something like that. Hey, we're on the same page. It's something like that. You guys the other day I had a headache, take some medicine. Have you guys noticed they tried really hard. They put the child safety caps on top of the medicine, but then they advertise children's medicine in all these bright colors, and they got the mascots and stuff. Make up your mind, right? First of all, the kids aren't in the aisles buying these things, so who cares? Like, why are you, advertising to them? But also, can I get my own choice of lid? Like, I'm never around kids. I don't want to have to struggle. I need a tic tac top on top of mine. The problem, I'm not sure. Anyways, I was taking these pills, and on the bottom it said for adults only, and I was like, isn't that all medicine? And then I opened it up, and there was a pair of titties and a lit cigarette inside. Isn't that crazy? I was taking the XX extra strength Tylenol. All right, guys, where's my drum? All right, anyways, happy to be here. Oh, this just in, by the way. The Jews have finally collected enough foreskin to make their own Franken Jesus. Oh, we did it, you guys. Oh, yeah, we did it. We can all go home. He's alive. He is risen. All right, that one was just for the Jews. I guess there's nothing here tonight. That's fine. Yeah. That one's for the mind readers. I just wanted to see if there's any out there. That's what I'm really here for, just to find that one freak so I can sell them to the government. So, fucking lucky no one laughed this whole time I've been up here. That's cool. No, just that one time. It was a great joke. I would say it out loud, but you wouldn't get it. You can't read minds. But what are you doing? Are you chasing flies? What was that dance you just did? What's happening? Nothing like that. Are you having a moment? Sorry, you distracted me, so I'm gonna. All right, no, you're a little incoherent. I'm gonna go back to this. You guys, I don't think it would take a lot of ants to defeat me, like the bugs. I've been watching a lot of ant videos, step ant videos too, but ant videos, the bugs, and I think like hand-to-hand combat, hand-to-mandible combat, I think maybe only like 8 to 10 ants probably would take me down. Like if they knew they had to kill me, you know, because like you think you're squishing 10, but you're only squishing 5. It only takes 1 to get to the brain. You know what I'm saying? Because like we all play God of War, you know. Then you're dead. All right, no one else is terrified of ants, I guess, just me. If you guys have a good strategy, you're like, why don't you just use bug spray? I'm just saying one-on-one. If I didn't have bug spray, if I was like in the middle of the desert and all the ants were like, I need to kill. All right, enough about ants. Fucking ants. Who thought of that? Are any of you guys named Luis by chance? That's an older person's name. Did I get lucky? Hell no, that's fine. One time there was this lady named Luis, and I was like, hell yeah, this is the only good joke I have. This is gonna be great. Hey Luis, when you grew up, were people like, you'd make a mistake or something, people were like, geez, Luis, and she was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, I kind of know how you feel. I had something similar. When I would make a mistake, I'd make a little whoopsie. People would be like, what the fuck, Patrick? Which is, obviously not as catchy. People aren't slinging it in the playground, but just as emotionally sparring, right? So I try to save Luis. How many people actually know a Luis? But then we just shout it out. You guys know one? All right, well that's good. So you can use it because you know a Luis. But how many people don't? And still we're just like, geez, Luis. Now you have my permission. You can be like, what the fuck, Patrick? Like, After every joke, just be like, what the fuck, Patrick, go home, and then, I'll get it eventually. I've been, actually, I'll leave you with this fun fact that I read, because this is pretty cool. Have you guys heard of the Great Boston Molasses Flood? Whoa, nobody? You, a little bit? Don't get too, it was a tragedy, don't get too excited, but it was cool. It was a good time. No, for those who haven't heard of it, if you can't figure it out just from the title, there was a flood in Boston, and it was molasses, and there was so much that was considered great. I don't know, whatever. What I liked about it was, first of all, it's molasses, it's not water, so you don't have to run, you kind of jog, like get the French toast stick behind you, like the first marathon, that sort of thing. But what I liked was, like, sure, a few people died, it was a tragedy, that happens. Some people got captured, like the mosquito in Jurassic Park, they're just like 50 Bostonians, just like forever encapsulated, But what I liked was after everything was done, only 3 people were molested. Molested. All right, you guys, that's the bittersweet end. Have a great life.
You guys are like Pilgrim. Patrick McKinstry, that was some good shit, man. Going through a crisis. I'm going through a dilemma. My car's windshield wiper only works on the 5th speed, man. So when it's raining outside, I'll be worried that it might burn out and I'm screwed, man. I gotta get it fixed, man. My windshield wipers. Then I thought about something. Cars didn't always have windshield wipers, man. How many people had to die until they realized they had to add this basic technology? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about people driving and dying, because when it starts raining, you can't drive, you're not gonna move. No, I'm talking about all the children in the villages. No, listen, I'm talking about all the children that was in the villages. They needed like medical supplies. They need medical supplies. You know what I mean? And like the car would get it to them, but if it's raining, you can't drive, you got a bunch of village of dead kids. And then somebody finally invented the windshield wipers, and they got the medicine to the kids in a timely fashion. But the kids still died because the medicine in the 1900s sucked. That's the stupidest Norm MacDonald joke. Hey, you know what? Norm MacDonald, he tells jokes like this. Doctors have discovered there are gay genes. Doctors have discovered there are gay genes. They're called Jordache. Coming next on stage, very, very funny. He's actually on the show with me a couple weeks from now. Lorenzo!
This is the first bar I've ever been to where the bartender looks scarier than the security guard. But how you doing, dude? How you feeling? I know that look. That looks like one white man who's one more beer away from dropping the hard R on us. I grew up with an uncle who did 10 years in prison. That shit doesn't cage anybody. They don't learn anything in there. And I knew that he was crazy when he brought me to an LA Fitness and he stayed in the locker room and did 3,000 burpees the whole time we were there in the mirror. One time, he caught me selling weed and he walked into my room and he said, "You think you hard? You think you tough? I've been to prison and I've seen jits in there get turned into human pogo stick. And I don't want that for you." Now, from the look in his eyes, I can tell that he was in there getting fought. My whole life, he couldn't do shit right. I remember one time he packed my lunch. I opened up my lunch box, and there's a bag with 4 goldfish, and it was the same bags that he used to do cocaine out of. When he came home, he tried everything, and I don't mean drugs, I mean career-wise. He was a mechanic for a little bit. He specialized in Cadillac converters. And he also tried his shot at YouTube. He's featured in a video with over 100,000 views. I'm serious, you can look it up. To Catch a Predator, episode 356. I was never good at math growing up, and I felt like I just couldn't relate to the problems. Like if they gave me something, like if you were 30 feet outside of the school zone, and your uncle's picking you up, how much further do you have to walk so he doesn't go back to jail? I think I could have got it. I remember I couldn't find my chemistry book for about 3 months. And the whole time, my uncle, he had it. He comes up to me one day. He's like, "I've been reading this shit front to back. Can you please let me know what chapter they teach you how to cook meth on?" These Facebook town pages, they're just getting out of hand. It's crazy. The other day, Cindy makes a post, and she says, "Can anybody identify this young male? He looks very suspicious. I think he's breaking into cars." And from the Ring camera picture, you can see the Xfinity logo on the top right of his polo shirt, and you can see the Xfinity van in the left of the picture. Damn, none of this shit is working. There's only a few times in my life that I wish I was white. Only a couple times. One of them was definitely the Justin Bieber era. I think if I hit the girls with one of these, that shit really would have been a good look. Another couple times is whenever a white dude at a party pulled out an acoustic guitar. That always gets the girls going. And the third time would be being the only minority in a work diversity meeting. Even the presenter giving the presentation was white. Damn, I'm just gonna trust him. One thing, I refuse to eat ass. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. And there's one moment that just scarred me for life. Because I see it on Facebook. Shakisha, she posted, "Tyrod, that's why you ate my ass and you broke."
And I just thought to myself, that could never be me. I could never risk that embarrassment on the book. Dirt bikes. White people and minorities, we do a few things different, and one of them is definitely riding dirt bikes. You know, white people, they tend to ride them on a track. Minorities ride them in the street. White people are always like, take it to the track, you know, you're going to get somebody hurt out here. But what you don't understand is how are we going to get it there? The city bus, I can't bring my dirt bike on the city bus and it doesn't go to Southwest Mass. There's only one example of toxic masculinity I could really ever see. And it's when males ask their friend, would you suck dick for $1 billion? And they look you dead in the eye and say, I'll never do that. I think that's the only form of toxic masculinity that's tangible. All right, I'm just gonna end it. Have a good night. This is fun. Thanks.
So who remembers 9/11? Clap it up if you were around when 9/11 happened. 9/11. He wasn't born then. He was a sperm. You know what I'm saying? He was still your daddy's balls. He was an immature sperm, so you just got like invented from his pancreas. Now, right after 9/11, they had that saying, say something. Say something. What if Joe Biden came up with a law, if you see something, fuck something? Meaning, if somebody's looking weird in the corner, it is your civic duty to take that motherfucker to the bathroom, make it do what it do, to save the lives of everybody else that's in here. This is how Joe Biden would come up with that ridiculous law. If you see a guy in the corner of the room that looks like he hasn't had sex in a long time, come on, take him to the bathroom. Let him snip your hair the way I snip people's hair. You will love him. You will lower terrorism by 37%. What if Donald Trump came up with that? I'm gonna do this joke. I'm gonna fuck they listen to me. What if Donald Trump came up with that same law? Listen, I know there's a lot of terrorism. I know there are a lot of widows throughout the United States. But I have a wonderful idea, stupendous idea that could eradicate the situation. If you see an individual in the back of the room that obviously has not gotten pussy in a long time, take him to the bathroom, have dirty Wuhan sex with him. You will lower terrorism by 37%. This is not fake news. Let him grab your pussy, grab him by the balls, pump it down, pump it down. Lastly, what if Barack Obama was on board? What if Barack Obama was on board tomorrow? I don't know. There's a lot of weird and strange individuals throughout the United States, but I have a proposal. I have a way we can rectify the situation. You see, Blondie, in the middle. You turning your head as if I'm not talking to you. If you see a strange individual, take him to the bathroom. Drop your trousers. Put honey on your butt cheeks. Have dirty North Korean sex with them. And you will lower terrorism by 37%. Coming next to the stage, the man that everybody's been waiting for all evening. I hope he's coherent. I hope he can talk. I hope he has his wits about him. But I think the comedy guys are going to bless this young individual coming next to the stage, defying all the odds. Because he made it to 60. And it's a blessing to make it to 60. It's his birthday. Clap it up for the comedy stylist. Oh. That's you.
Okay. Hey, I'm sorry, Mom. I told you I was gonna be decent, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. You know, when I was younger, I used to swim 5,000 yards a day. Okay? It took me decades to figure out this hell of a lot easier. You know? And now, I'm in the best shape of my life. And that shape just happens to be round. Okay? You know? It's like, ladies out there, okay, listen, a six-pack might last an hour, but a keg lasts all night long. All you gotta do is just keep on pumping. Okay? You know? Okay, I'm trying to be clean, but you know what? I went from PG, I gotta go to R-rated now. Okay, I'm sorry, Mom. Hey, your mother. Oh, okay. Hey, Ginger. Okay. You know, I don't know why women are so self-conscious about how much they weigh, how old they are. They have something that all guys want. Well, except for the homos. Okay? They have pussy. Okay? Right? I don't care how old you are or how much you weigh, there's a guy out there that wants your pussy. Okay? Now, I gotta say this. Guys, we're the ones who should be nervous. Okay? Because women could replace us with a couple batteries and a toy. Okay? Or a jar of peanut butter and a dog. Okay? And if they like it rough, they get the crunchy peanut butter. Okay? And I know that, yeah, ladies out there, yeah, you have a great game at home, don't you? Okay? You know, and then I'm going to talk about reality TV. Oh, this is out there. Like Naked and Afraid, right? Man and a woman are dropped up naked in the jungle, have to survive for 21 days. Right? Every time I watched it, it's like the girl is so helpful and kind at the beginning. 2 weeks in, she's like, oh, crying, moody, and bitchy. And guys, we know what time that is. Time to get the hell out of the jungle. You know? And I guarantee on an application of it is saying, oh, I asked the girl, when's your menstrual cycle? Oh, in 2 weeks, perfect. The soul's gonna get interesting. Oh man! I'll tell you what, man. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to television commercials. These are real commercials, okay? The Viagra commercial. Okay? There's always a beautiful woman up there holding the pill. It's like they're saying, oh, if you take this pill, you're gonna get a beautiful woman. Let me tell you what, it doesn't fucking work that way. I took one of those pills and walking around with a heart on my shoulders, and all I got was women pointing at me and laughing. and then you see the guy walk by, right? The guy walks by, you never see his face, because no man in the world wants to be the poster boy for a reptile dysfunction. Okay? Picture this, he's walking down the street, like, hey, there goes Mr. Softy. Hey, Mr. Softy. I'm like, what the fuck? And then, right, then they have this disclaimer. If your erection lasts more than 4 hours, seek medical attention. Let me tell you what, if my erection lasts more than 4 hours, I'm gonna die a happy man. and hopefully there's a happy woman. Hopefully there's a happy woman, because my hand gets out in 20 minutes. Okay? Now, this is the one I love. I mean, it's a crazy commercial. It's on TV, man. I'm not lying. It's on TV. Brony's disease. Better known as bent dick's disease. It's when a guy gets a bent dick from having sex, right? And I'm like, okay. And there's a guy, he's holding a bent cucumber. This is what my erection looks like. I go, oh, that's what your erection looks like when you're black. And you're white. So you should hear it. Okay? And then I go like this. All I gotta say is, I want to meet the woman that gave you that disease. I'll tell you, because it must have been one hell of a ride. Okay? It's like, I'm gonna bend your dick, yeah! Bend your dick! Oh my God. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. The world is crazy. To me, it's crazy. Oh, where am I gonna go here? Oh, I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna go to animals. I'm an animal. I love animals. I'm going to animals, okay? It's like, I always root for the animals. Like the running of the bulls. There's always a white guy, that some white guy, he can outrun the bull. And what happens? Gore, yeah, right in the ass. It always happens, right? And I know what the bull is saying. He goes, I'm going to give this asshole another asshole. Right? You never see a black guy do it, even though he had a better chance. Okay? Then the black guys, the reason why, they're in the arena. Okay, waiting for the bulls to be slaughtered so they can get some barbecue. Okay, I love barbecue too. And then, I love chocolate. Okay? Okay, this is my first time I'm a virgin. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm having fun. Are you having fun? Yeah, fun. That's where it comes. Smile and have fun. Okay? And then they say shark attacks, right? Shark attacks. They say it's mistaken identity. I go 89% of them are, but the rest are because we piss them off. Ever see a shark? They had a piece of fish on an end of the line. The big leg comes up and get it, and they pull it out of his mouth. Oh, right? I'm like, if I'm going to take a bite of my porterhouse steak, and somebody pulls it out of my mouth, oh, it's on, bitch. Oh, you know? And then they say, I'm Irish. Don't even fuck with my potatoes. Oh, man. So now you have a hungry, pissed off shark swimming around, and you're swimming. He goes, hey, don't know one motherfucker that pulled the fish out of my mouth. Come over and bite the arm off him. Yeah, try to pull the fish out of my mouth now, bitch. Oh, thanks, man. Wait a second. This is fun. I love it. I love this. I love you all. Okay? One more. Technology. I hate technology. It makes us lazy and stupid. Cell phones. People are addicted to their cell phone. Okay? Right? And it's like, ever see someone with a cell phone battery dies? It's like, where's my charger? Right? And then they plug it in. It's like, oh, it's cool. Me, I'm old school. I don't even own a cell phone. Right? If you want to call me, you better use smoke signals. It better be weed. If you call me up with a vape shit or cigarettes, I'm going to break out my 4-foot bong and curse you. Go, fuck out. Stupid motherfucker. You know? And then I had they come to give us a appraisal on solar panels on the house. Right? The guy comes to the house, right? And he goes, where do you get most of your cell phone? I go, up there. And it's like, I thought it was motherfucking 2 questions. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Then he goes, I'm going to Google Earth this. And he Google Earth, and I looked. He had a picture of my neighbor's deck and pool. He goes, you live there? I go, yeah, so now whenever I go out, if they're Google Earth in my yard, they're going to get a full moon. I'd give one a dick pic too, but I don't know if they can zoom in that close.
That was fantastic. Love it up. Oh, that was fantastic. Whether it's your first time doing it or I don't think that's his first time. That dude's a writer. This is my theory. You did comedy in the 80s, then you had a family for like 20 years, all your kids is grown, and now you're coming back and trying comedy. Because that shit was structured, you had callbacks, you had a catchphrase, you had a fucking, you had a character. That shit was some thought out shit. That wasn't no shit you just made up on the spot. Fuck you. I appreciate the craft. I appreciate the craft. Way too much to believe that you just got started.
I'm not 60, I'm 69.
Well, you were great for your age, Hanson. Nah, that motherfucker's a professional. I don't even know who the fuck that guy is. That was good. That was like stand-up comedy at its pinnacle. Like, that shit was hard. Fuck. Jealous! I've only been doing it 10 years. When I will have been doing comedy 35 years like you, then maybe I'll be just as good as you. But until then, I got 25 more years to be as good as Paul. Because I'm saying he's lying about how long he's been. If this really is his first time, he's like the Dustin Hoffman of comedy and shit. The brain is like, yo, you got my side, why the chicken cross the board? Why the chicken cross the board? You understand? You understand?
Thank you.
Dustin Hoffman.
My family.
That was.
That's what counts, my family.
Is he always funny like that? Because that was some fantastic shit. Hey, we got a couple more comments. Don't leave. Don't leave. We got a lady coming next. A lady coming next. A lady coming next. Coming next to the stage. Very funny. Leslie.
Good evening. All right. I need you guys to take it down a notch. I would say that guy is hard to follow, but he didn't have the microphone really close to his mouth, so I don't know what he's saying. But he looked very funny. Anywho, back to me. Tonight's my night, actually. Or at least the next 5 minutes. I turned 32 this year. That's the appropriate amount of applause for that. No, don't. You don't have to try and fix it. We got it right the first time. Nobody claps for a woman turning 30 anything. That would be like if I was a man, I got up here and announced my erectile dysfunction and you all doesn't work that way. Getting older. I found my first gray hair recently. Anybody ever had that experience? Yeah, well, not recently maybe, but mine was not that long ago, and I had just been bragging about how it didn't have me. I found my first gray hair recently. You know how that happens. You're just doing the regular routine, you're grooming. At first you find one, you're in denial, you think it's a piece of lint, or at least that's what you tell yourself. And then like an idiot, you keep looking, and then you find the whole nest. It's like 20 of them. Then you start finding them on your head too. Mess. Any parents in here? They got kids? Some of us, yeah. Mom and dad's cool. I got a baby at home. I got a 1-year-old son. I'm home with him a lot. I haven't met. Thank you. That deserved applause, maybe. Yeah.
Family.
Yeah. Got one of those at home. So I don't get out of the house that much, but tonight my husband's at home taking care of the kid. I'm out having fun. Yeah. All I had to do for him to do that was make his dinner. Right after that, he chilled out after I did that. He gave me my shoes back. Let me grab the car. I play my cards right. I might even get to vote this election. I mean, like, what's the point? Basically, like, if you saw the debate, it's basically we're watching, like, Grandpa Simpson versus Mr. Burns. Not the most amusing choice. I think I should run for president, right? I'm better than anybody that's on that chopping block if you're being real. I think I'm relatable, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just also me, so I can't tell. But I think I'd make a good president. You guys want to hear one of my policies? Yeah, of course you do. I thought we'd have some fun and talk about abortion. So you guys seem like a fun bunch, real fun topic. But I think we can live in a world without abortion. You guys think so? That's not complicated at all, right? Nobody disagrees about that ever. But I think we can do it. We deserve better. I think we can live in a world without abortion. Because I don't feel like people walk out of those clinics feeling empowered, right? Abortion shouldn't be birth control. It's scary. So I think we can live in a world without abortion. And I don't think it's going to be as scary as you think. Like, all we got to do is, if you're a man, you're unemployed, you still want to have sex, you can't. It's illegal. You got to get a job first. No unemployed men get to have sex. All men would have six-figure jobs within hours after that law passed. All the women would just be, there'd be families everywhere. Or they'd all just turn gay. I don't know. Better system than we got, I think. Yeah, public castration if you get caught like starting a Tinder account or something. I don't know if everybody should. Obviously, I think we can all agree. Not everybody should have kids. Some people should, and they don't. I don't know. It's confusing. It's tough to decide. I hear a lot of people say they don't want to because of all the scary things in the world and all the danger, right? And like, kind of want to agree with that, but we just had a whole pandemic, right? Did anybody once during that pandemic go, gee, this is hard. My parents really suck for having me. Ugh, jerks. Nobody thought that. No. Yeah, probably some of us should have kids. Not all of us should have kids, right? I think we can agree not everybody's cut out for it. Like, we probably have mothers in here who have some flowers for Mother's Day. They're already dead. We shouldn't all be in charge. Some of us should maybe, like, just get a fish, right? Not a whole person to raise. I know this because I work at a school. I get to meet kids and their parents. We're in a high school. June is a really exhausting month to work there. I'm really glad it's July now because where I work, it's basically like a gay school. We don't teach you how to be gay, but it's kind of coming in that way. I don't know. We're like a magnet. We just have lots of things, lots of flags everywhere, lots of pride parades. We have a whole separate prom just to be gay, like just a gay prom, an extra one, it's extra fancy, and it's just exhausting because I don't know. I'm a child of the '90s. My parents were children of the '50s. I'm just lost with all these new terms and stuff. And I think just that whole conversation about like what are your pronouns? What are your pronouns? The kids are having these kinds of conversations, and I don't know, since COVID, I haven't really been allowed to fail anybody, so they can't even really spell, and we're graduating them. I don't know what nouns are. Those are a concern. It's interesting. It's just always a reach of privilege to me to even ask that, because you put a lot of faith in the American educational system, assuming people know their parts of speech. I had a run-in with one of my kids where I brought up the LGBTQ community. He said, "Miss, that's not how you say it. You're not saying it right. There's more to it. It's LGBTQIA+." Like, what? It's a painting class, not a math class. Quadratic equation. The only way to say that whole abbreviation right is if you're like maybe this guy trying to say his alphabet backwards and he just put it over. Is that how I get you guys to laugh? I'm trying to do it. Right. You guys are beautiful. Have a great night. That's all I got.
Christian Pedon. Toma. Stop lying, I'm not that kind of Puerto Rican. All right? It's hard. It's hard being Puerto Rican, all right? Because you have to fulfill all these stereotypes. And there's always other Puerto Ricans that want to test you. It's always like, were you born on the island? You speak Spanish? How many people you stat today? Like today, there's a quota I gotta meet every day? That's crazy.
That's crazy. So I'm Puerto Rican. It's hard because, like, I'm not the kind of Puerto Rican that dances. I don't got rhythm. All right? If you know a little bit of Puerto Ricans, you know, I'm 1/3 white, I'm 1/3 Taino, and I'm 1/3 black. I said white, and she's like, oh my God. I just got my ancestry results back, and I'm mostly white, which explains why I can't dance. It's hard, like growing up, the shit was tough. My mom was like mean. She'd be like, Nene, puñeta, you got no rhythm, you're embarrassing me. And I'd be like, I'm trying. And she'd be like, your brother does this better. Look at him, he's getting down. And I'm like, what do you mean? He can barely get up. He's 8 months. He got better rhythm than me. Oh my God. But no, it's hard. I struggle with the fact that I feel like I'm Puerto Rican enough. Like I was born in Puerto Rico, I speak Spanish. I stab somebody once a week just so I can meet my quota. But I always struggle with feeling like I was Puerto Rican. But that changed recently. Because I became the proud owner of my very first Honda, baby! Woo! Now, I'm over 30, and I'm a dad, so I gotta be responsible. So that Honda was a Honda Odyssey, baby. You know what an Odyssey is? The moms know. She's hot out in her head. It's a motherfucking minivan. All right? I better not catch you on the highway, all right? Because I got that motherfucking VTEC, and I gotta take these kids to soccer practice. I'm late. So I'm Puerto Rican. You know something about Puerto Ricans? We relate to everything. But it's hard. It's hard being Puerto Rican. Another reason why it's hard being Puerto Rican is because my mom is Puerto Rican. So that means I got my ass whooped a lot. Some people can say that I deserved it, but my mom's not in the room. So you don't need to know about that. You guys obviously, you know, we've talked about the debates, right? And it's sad that I said, man, maybe the best candidate is the guy whose brain got eaten by the worm. Shit, like the debate started, and I knew it was gonna be a wild night when Biden walked out, and he was like, "What's the point?" Joe, that's about the worst walk I've ever seen, and I know because I'm the best walker. Some could say the very best walker that walked to a podium ever. No, it's crazy. Like I look at Joe Biden, and you guys ever seen like the Boston Dynamic videos where they show like the robots? He looks like the beta version, like the first robot they released. He's like it's glitchy. Like before they sent them out to the stage, they forgot to raise the volume, and he's talking to the microphone, and he's like, "Oh shit, I forgot to raise the volume. Fuck, you got the remote control. No, I lost it. Shit." Oh. Talking about robots, I'm scared we live in a simulation. And I blame the 90s for this. I was born in the 90s, and I grew up, and I watched The Matrix. I was about like 8, 9 years old watching The Matrix. I had no right watching that movie. I was so horny and didn't understand what was happening. There was too much leather. And then there's something you know about little boys, when they're horny, they're very impressionable. So for a long time, I thought robots were going to suck me dry. I was wrong. I grew up and I realized robots are not going to suck me dry. Capitalism is. Now, I'm a dad, and being a dad doesn't help with the fact that I'm scared that we live in a simulation. Because if you have kids or you've been around kids, you know that between the ages of like 2 and 10, they're a little glitchy, right? So every time they're going to tell you a story, they're like, Dad, today, You gotta reset. Shut the fuck up and go. Dad, today at school, I had my very first bologna sandwich. Bologna's not even a good deli meat. You know what's a good deli meat? Salami. Salami's so good, Dominicans got that shit on lockdown. They eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They fry it, they steam it, they eat it cold. Oh, what was I doing with the salami? Guys, you guys are in an awesome crowd. Paul, you're 60.
I'm serious. Oh yeah, cocktail time. Always.
You remind me of my burst left testicle.
Oh.
You know? Roughed up, bruised, but still hanging in there. And kicking it strong. This is a real story. I went for my physical 10 years ago, right? And the doctor's like, they do the physical, they're inspecting you up and everything. He's like, all right, I'm gonna need you to pull your legs up, hold them up, I'm gonna squeeze around. All right, are you comfortable with that? Well, I don't know, your hands are already on my balls. What happened to consent? And he's down there and he's like, hey, do you know that you might have a burst testicle? And I was like, oh yeah, I know. He's like, you might have difficulties conceiving children. And I was like, you're too late, I already have a son. He's like, oh, all right, I forgot you're Puerto Rican. The other day I was watching a podcast and they were talking about gay guys, right? Finding out a way to get them pregnant. So they can actually hold the baby to term. And it was so they're talking about the gay guys, right? And carrying the baby to term. And it just made me think, what do you have once you reach 9 months? How are you gonna squeeze the baby out of the dick? I think Mo and Paul are still struggling with that part. I think they're past the 9 month. They're like, doctor, cut him out now. I can't squeeze him. Guys, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to call it early. Thank you guys. Have an amazing night. You guys are awesome. Give it up to Noah. My name is Christian Pagan.
Clap it up for Christian Pagan. Your notebook looks like you passed spells. You got a nice ancient dragon inscription. Coming next to the stage, another person of racially ambiguous Latino descent. Could you clap it up and bounce eyes of Christian Hernandez? Yeah!
Usually the brand that helps get everyone to shut the fuck up, but I guess it's gotta say, shut the fuck up. What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? Paul, I just gotta start this off. You were fucking great. I wish I knew half the shit you were saying, because holy fuck. Just like you, I smoke a lot, so sometimes I don't remember what the fuck I be saying. You ever seen a dead hamster when you were a child, you spin on the wheel, but it's not moving? That's my head sometimes. Today I'm wearing my uniform still, because I left work late. You guys can't guess, I work in the kitchen. Every Mexican you see. Guys, I do make chicken wings every time, 4 o'clock. I actually work in a retirement home, so I might see you guys in a few months actually. But you're in good hands, because just like the other Christian, I also have a spell book. It's full of drugs, and I put it in all the food, y'all. Because this is my thinking. They're already there to be on their way out. Why not give them a good time, Like this man over here, he embodies just Summer Beach living. He almost looks like Bobby Caldwell's brother, For the young people, that's the guy that drove, what you would do for love, Let me see if I can remember. I'm trying to wind up the head and trying to remember it. What you won't do. It's turning to karaoke now. Do for love. You guys remember the song? You got everything. Alright, we ain't going nowhere with this. Alright. Another reason why I got my jacket specifically It's because this bar got no tank top rule for men. I don't know why there isn't one for women, but I can maybe understand why it's for men. Because this right here, I don't know about y'all, but I'm sorry, I know I just put this right on my nipple, double nipple. But yeah, this is why we're not allowed with tank tops in the bar. I'm looking at myself double bad and have both out now. Now, if you guys are close enough, you will see that one, yes, there's hairy nipples, but two, they're double. I know everyone's wondering like, what the fuck you mean double? Everybody already has double nipples, 1 and 2. No, here's the plot twist. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yes, that's 4 nipples, y'all. And for y'all to imagine that, and who I got it from, it wasn't my dad, it was my mother. My mom gave me double nipples. She's the one with the double nipple. So if you just want to imagine what my mother looks, let me just give her a little. And huzzah! Just imagine this, and this is my mom, or I'm my mom right now. That's a little fucked up to think about it. I got a certificate in psychology because I couldn't afford therapy, but then I realized it didn't work either. So now I just smoke a lot of weed. I love weed, but sometimes when I don't have it, I go through some changes. You know, kind of like Dr. Jack Rose for Hyde, up on like Spiegel from what the fuck is that movie again? The R.R. Tolkien one, J.R.R. Tolkien. Yeah, no, I might feel like so, you know, looking for it and everything, trying to find it like the next little beat. Like what I do, I just get in the corner and just hide, like just. Oh wait, I think I have one in my hair. There we go. I could just. Hold on, one more. And y'all think this is not true. Christian Pagan, the other Christian, he's the good Christian. He can attest that I do become a crackhead when I don't have weed. I promise you guys though, I've never done crack. Maybe chip it off the block to sell it to the growing community. Because we live in Connecticut. We gotta pay 40% taxes and have half of it go away from my paycheck. And I traveled outside of Connecticut, and you know what I realized? We the only ones that gotta pay for our air and our water. We're breathing right now. We ain't taxing this shit. If the IRS was any more serious, they'll be outside with the whole squad and the SWAT team at every one of our cars like, this is your bill for breathing. This is how much you owe us. This is the interest payments, which is another 40%. And then water, like, the shit comes out the air. The shit's coming out my pores right now because I'm sweating right now. But we gotta pay for that. Which is weird because we're cucumbers. And what I mean by that is that we're both 70% water. The only difference is that cucumbers don't have sentiments like we do. So they don't have problems like anxiety and depression and all those other mental health illnesses. I didn't realize that was a real thing growing up because as a Latino, that shit doesn't exist in the house. You depressed? There you go, you're fixed. You feeling lonely? There you go, you're fixed. Suicidal thoughts? So that you remember not to do that shit again. You'll be alright. If I were to shake my head right now, you guys will see all the dents in it. Almost like a golf ball. I know you guys play golf because you're retired. So just imagine that. I also once upon a time did work at a golf course. And golf courses are fun. They're like a park, but they're private, and you need about $12,000 to pay the membership fees. I know you know about those fees.
$3.99 instead of $4.
Now, see, that's a Jewish mentality. I need that. I'm sorry if you're not. Anyway, where was I? So it's like a park, but with membership fees. There's no corners. It's like a crazy straw of a course. So one time I was in the golf cart, and being Latino like I am, I'm driving it like I stole it, even though I got a girl in the back. I said grill, not a girl. It was a girl, but she didn't fall out the cart. The girl did. Shit, that was the punchline of the joke. Alright, I got the light. That usually means I'm sharing too much, but I feel like I got one more in the tank. And by that, I probably just mean a fart, not a joke. Actually, you know what? I'm mad on that. Good night, everybody.
Christian Hernandez. And one last comedian of the evening, you are in for a treat. From Comedy Stylings, Brian Glass.
I can't be depressed when you have 4 nipples. I'm white. No, I'm like all white. There's no Hispanic, black. It's all right, you know. You don't have to feel bad for it. So if people say it's pretty bad to be white, nah, still pretty good. You're white too, right? Some of you? Look, you're smiling from ear to ear. It's great. What does this mean? You're whiter than I am. Am I making you uncomfortable pointing out your whiteness? It's great. Huh? I only have 2 nipples though, so maybe my life ain't that good. My goodness. I'll wipe my mouth off after touching this microphone. What the fuck's that about? I like the patriarchy. I'm a fan of it. I'm a little upset that we don't have high heels anymore. I don't see many people wearing high heels. I see so many babes, they wear these flats, or as I like to call them, socks with glitter on them. Like, I get it, right? Like, I don't get it, but I hear that heels are very uncomfortable to wear. I just feel that in 2024, the technology would have advanced where we could have some more comfort for the heels. And look at like basketball sneakers. You know, like Larry Bird's career was shut short by the 10 years because he had to wear those flat Converse sneakers without any support. Like if we could do something that make stilettos have more support and comfort to them, we could extend strippers' careers by another 7 years. You could be a whore for another half decade. And where's the technology when you need it? I don't need to see LeBron James play the year number 23 in the NBA. I don't need it. I know he's good. I have all those basketball cards. I need some more stilettos in my life. Now, I'm a little bit of a racist. Like, I'm so racist, I view Hawaiians as Hispanic. You know. I'm trying to become a better person now. The B-man's trying to become better. I have difficulty expressing my emotions. Product of being a white Irish Catholic. I'm the youngest of 5. So like, we never said I love you growing up. We showed our affection through insults. Like if you were in our family, you wouldn't have made it out alive. We insult you so much, but that's how we said I love you. Like I kicked my sister's shin. That's how you show affection. First time I ever told my mom I love you was when I was 30 years old. And I couldn't even look at her when I did it. And I do love her. I had to hug her and look to the side. No. There's just something exciting. Every time I want to tell a lady, oh, I love you, like I just sense those 2 Muppets up in the balcony, you know, the Statler and Waldorf, just looking down at me. And just go, you faggot. You won't say it. I'm sorry, did I offend you? What's that mean?
You're shutting me off.
You fit right in with my family before you. The way you're looking at me now. I'm trying to also become a better love maker. Because I shared a bunk bed with my brother when I was younger. He was 9 years older than me. So when he was in college, I was about 12 years old, and I started masturbating. But I didn't want my brother to hear me doing it. So what I would do is I would masturbate very quietly. I wouldn't make any noise. So that's how I taught myself how to touch myself. So when I started having sex, I make no noise. I make no noise during sex. Silent. But I'm trying to become a better lovemaker, so I'm watching these YouTube videos on how to make noise. So now when I masturbate, I'm grunting when I do so. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out the perfect pitch. So when I do have consensual sex next time, I know what level to be at. I don't make any noise when I come. I'm a silent comer. I've had babes ask me, oh, are you done yet? I'm like, yeah, 90 seconds ago. Can we spoon? I'm a great spooner. I'm the best at pillow talk of all time. Because I have lengthy arms. So I'll put my arms around my babe, and right before she falls asleep, I'll whisper in her ear. It was a missile that hit the Pentagon. 9/11, inside job. Do you guys know what sexploitation is? No? It's when you're on a dating app and the lady messages you, but it's not a lady, it's a fake foreign entity, so they're trying to scam you. And what they do is they start talking, pretending they're a lady, and then after a while, they ask you to send them a video of you touching yourself, because they're trying to sex talk you. And then once you send that video, they tell you, oh, no, we're not a real person, and you need to send us $2,000, or else we'll take that video and send it to all your family and friends on Facebook and Instagram. I've fallen for this scam 3 times already. I look at things positively. I am blackmailable at this point. Because all my family see me naked, because the first 2 times I got caught, I didn't pay, I don't have enough money. So what I do the 3rd time, I sent them screenshots of the previous times I got caught. I'm like, dude, you gotta find somebody else. I'm a gamer, I've been in this, I know these scams. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. I'm still going for it, man. I'm still looking for love. No, you don't have to scam. No. That's not going well. No. I'm actually loving this. Loving every minute of it. I have a theory that the larger the energy drink the person has, the worse off he's doing in life. You never see a 24-ounce Monster drink in a cup holder of a Mercedes. You don't see it, which is odd. If you're drinking a huge energy drink, you're not doing anything with your life. Why do you need to be awake? The 5-hour energy drink, that's what the successful people drink. It's a quick shot, go about your assignments. I was at a grocery store, Stop and Shop in Wallingford, and there was a lady drinking one of those Bang energy drinks, and underneath her cart, she had a 24-pack of Red Bull or 2 12-packs of them. And I didn't tell her, but I was thinking to myself, what did sleep ever do to her? Yeah, 1954, great year. Great year. Go suck a fat one.
That was Point Glass, and that was the mic, and I will see y'all next week. Y'all have a good evening. Peace.